So I'm jumping on right quick. When I say right quick, about 10 minutes, to talk about something that happened to me yesterday on social media. Some of you guys saw me write about it a little bit if you're on my personal page. But I wanted to come back to it because this is a conversation that I see going on a lot um, on social and sometimes amongst women, um, and stuff like that. So the question was, is your mate, man, still a provider if you're splitting the bills with him? Is he considered a provider or not? So I'm seeing all these, replies. No, he's my roommate. No, we're both the provider. This, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. Well, my response was, there's more than one way to be a provider as a man. So yes, he could very well still be a provider, even if he does not pay all the bills. Now, me personally, I was raised to never be in a position to where you don't have your own money. It's different reasons for that. One is, what if something happens and he can't work? Um, or at least be in a position to where you can make money or you can save money or something. What if something happens to him and he can't? Or if he's suddenly gone, suddenly ill? You still have to be able to fend for both of you. Then you can have a situation like mine where they just go crazy because I was a housewife at some point and he just got stupid. You know what I mean? It got to where it's like, hey, can I get $20 from you? And he's like, I gave you $20 yesterday. What you do with it? Okay, look, $20 gone. $20 been gone. $20 will take nothing to spend. And I didn't ever want to be in a position where I have to ask for money, okay, or even give an explanation like that, of what I did with the money, the little money that I got, or some crazy stuff. I just was not raised that way. So I'm off top just not feeling that topic anyway, because I just don't feel comfortable with that. Um, and a lot of times, in these days and times, it's really hard unless you're married to a millionaire for the man just to pay all the bills and you pay nothing. But then I also find it interesting a lot of times, women, and I'm not going to say all, I'm just saying from what I'm seeing in these posts that I see, they want the man to do everything. Okay. He's supposed to pay all the bills. Shut up. Don't ask for sex. Don't expect, don't even dare ask somebody to cook or anything like that because that's sexist, because you can cook. You cook for yourself, you clean for yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can do all that stuff. So I just get kind of, irritated by it because, one, I have been in a relationship where the man was not exactly doing what he was supposed to do. Okay. Part of that was my fault because I took control. I recognized that it's important that I let him have his role without trying to take over everything. And this happened in my previous marriages. Like the man he didn't know where the bills got paid at because I did everything. Okay. But it also, built up resentment. Yes, I could do it, but why would I want to? Okay. Why would I want to do his role and mine? Or anything like that. So at any rate, but I just think that's just very interesting. I feel like, and I know that my opinion is not popular because most of the time, and I've started calling myself a unicorn. Most of the time, um, no one agrees with me when I say this, but I still believe in roles. I believe everybody has their role. And I also believe that no matter how much my husband does or does not make, has nothing to do with him being a provider for the house. Okay? That doesn't mean that he doesn't provide protection for me. My heart, my body, my mind, he's my protector. He covers me. Okay? And that's coming from a spiritual way. He covers me in a way like no one else can. You know what I mean? He's cheering me on. He's making sure that I am on point. You know what I mean? When I say um, that I feel good about me, who I am. No matter what I'm doing, if it's a positive thing, he's cheering me on. If I'm up singing a song at church, he's always there like clapping, like, yeah, that's my baby. She's doing great. And I guess those things are considered provider to me because I know what it's like not to have that. And when I made that statement and the reply was, well, that's nothing special, I was like, wow, okay. So now I see what my friends that are guys were talking about when they say that no matter what they do, it doesn't matter. All that matters is the money. Okay, how much money they're spending, how much money they're giving. I've even heard my son tell me that somebody wanted him to buy $200 worth of hair. Okay, and then the women turn around and say, well, that don't mean that I like you or that I'm gonna be with you. I'm this and that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're for sale. What I'm saying is you expect so much for little in return a lot of the times, and not always, but a lot of the times. And what's wrong with the man being the head of the household? What's wrong with him being considered the provider? Don't we all want that? I had somebody ask me, don't I do those same things for him? Some of them, yes. But I don't, honestly, if there's a man trying to fight my husband, I can try to help him. But it's not likely that I'm going to beat that man up. See what I'm saying? So I don't consider myself his protector. Now I am a protector of his, of his heart when it comes to me, the best that I can be, of his spirit, of his reputation. You know what I'm saying? That sort of protection. I think that we put limits on words. When we think about provider, all we're thinking about is financial. Okay, that doesn't take anything from it. And don't get me wrong, my husband works hard. Okay, he takes care of us. He, will do whatever he needs to do to make sure that this household runs the way that it should be because he's the head of the house. That does not take away from me being who I am. Okay, and I am not fighting for his role. Okay, but I have never been that woman that would be fighting to be front line like in a war. You know what I'm saying? I know that women fight for that. I'm not fighting for that. I'm not fighting him to take the trash out. I'm not fighting him to do all those things that I am not going to do, because I have a husband. You see what I'm saying? Not because I'm not capable. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that's his role. Okay? And I have my role. He has expectations of me as well. But that does not take away from the fact that he's the head of this household. Okay. But again, I just want, it's just very interesting. Some of these conversations that I see and how a lot of the times with the man, and I'm going to be specific, a lot of times with our black men, we don't want to give any type of credit, even when they're good. We don't, when they're good men, it's like, well, that's nothing special he's doing. Like, okay, so you must not have ever had a sorry dude. Okay, because I have. And it is special when they can do all that and they work hard every day. And me as his wife, I'm going to always do my best to make sure that he has a peaceful place to come to and that I acknowledge what he's doing and encourage him to continue. Because I recognize his personal struggles that he has as a man, as a black man, and the type of work that he does. And the burden that he has of making sure that his household is intact. Okay? So that's just my opinion on that. That's my soapbox moment. That's probably the last thing I'm going to say about it because that post is still, I'm still getting questions and stuff on it, on what I said, because again, I'm a unicorn. Okay? But I just want us to think about those things. When we talk about the man we want or the husband that we want and what's required, yes, I'm sorry, honey, you got to feed your husband's ego. You got to feed your mate's ego. I'm sorry, you got to do it. Yeah, he's going to do it for you too if he's a good guy, but you got to do it too. Okay? You have a role. We all do, whether you call it a role or not. And that's just the way that I believe things should be set up. And I am perfectly fine. And when I was praying, I prayed for a husband that I can be the weaker vessel with and he could do his thing, his role. So, all right, you guys, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. See you later. Bye, y'all.